Hunt with passion. Never stop casting. Chase the dream. Welcome to Season 4 of Musky Mastery Outdoors. Brought to you by Joe Bucher Outdoors, #1 in big game fish products.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to this quick tip musky video here. This is a question that I get asked a ton. Guiding, at sports shows, you name it, but primarily on the guide boat is how do you set the hook in the figure-8? I've done videos on the figure-8, technique-wise, but we really haven't talked about anything in detail, at least, on how do you set the hook in the figure-8. And there's a couple different, ideas that people have that I've listened to, that I've seen over the years when it comes to setting the hook in the figure-8. And I just want to, explain my theory, my mentality behind the figure-8 hook set. My thought on it is very simple, and it is along this line. Okay, if I cast this 8/8 booger tail out here, okay, and I start cranking, right? Let's say big musky hits now. What do? Bam! Set the hook, right? I'm going to pull my rod toward the boat, right? Let me just finish off with a nice figure-8 here. I'm going to pull my rod toward the boat. And in essence, what's happening, here's your lure, right? The muskie is coming up a lot of times either on the side of this or behind it, and he or she is going to come up and eat it, right? What are you going to do? You're pulling the lure forward. You are pulling with your rod, you're pulling backwards as you lean back into your butt seat or whatever it is, okay? And with that idea in mind, that is what I try to do when I encounter a fish in the figure-8. And so I guess I'll just show you here. What that simply means is that when a fish grabs the lure, whether I visually see it or I feel it in the figure-8, I am going to pull, technically speaking, away from the muskie. Just the same way that I would on a bomb cast. If a muskie hits it way out there, I'm technically going to pull it away from the fish. Because the muskie, hopefully has its mouth over the treble hook, and when you pull, you bury the hook and the barb into the flesh of the fish. The same mentality for me applies at boat side. When I'm figure-8ing here, okay, and let's say that doesn't really matter where this happens. If a muskie were to hit this lure here on the outside turn or in the inside, muskie hits it, bam, I'm going to set it. Let's say she hits it on the big turn, bam, I'm going to set it. I'm going to pull that lure, I guess, away from the fish. And then from there, I'm going to keep my rod buried. I'm going to apply a ton of pressure to that fish. I may free spool that muskie depending on how big it is and how it's fighting and this and that. But the whole mentality there for me is once the muskie has its mouth over the hook, I'm going to pull. I don't try to reinvent the wheel. Now I've heard a lot of folks, and you may have plenty of success doing this. I hear a lot of times people say, "Oh, I set the hook backwards," or "I set the hook like this, I set the hook like that." Personally, I really don't find any thought-provoking reason as to why you'd want to do that personally. I don't know, once the muskie has its, mouth over the lure, why would you want to then go backwards? You don't do that when as you're reeling a lure in, you don't go behind the muskie and pull it in the opposite direction. So that to me, and that's probably the most common one I hear, is I set the hook backwards. I don't personally understand why that is. And if you have success doing that, keep doing it. But again, folks ask me all the time, how do I set the hook in the figure-8? Very simple. It's the same way that you're going to pull it, on a long bomb cast hook set. The same theory, the same idea applies here at boat side. When a muskie grabs, I pull. Very simple. Muskie grabs it far away, I pull. Muskie grabs it at the boat, I pull. There it is. So that's my mentality on figure-8, boat side strikes, and the hook set. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick video segment, this quick tip series that I kind of do during the summer when it's tough to find time to do my editing. And I can't thank all of you subscribers, viewers. You guys are absolutely the best. So thank you so much. And again, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And thanks for watching.
You're watching Season 4 of Musky Mastery Outdoors. Be sure to tune in next week for more exciting and educational musky and multi-species action.